Building science in the US is really the study, both physics and engineering, of the movement of air, heat, and moisture in and out of buildings. So it's the science of how buildings work. More informally, though, in the US, we have a definition of building science that the industry has picked up to describe what are the best practices around building construction and operation that use building science principles to make sure that we don't have problems with our buildings. Indoor air quality is actually something that is basically defined by when it's bad, but we don't really have specific definitions for good indoor air quality. So it's avoiding when the indoor air quality gets bad, which happens when we don't have sufficient ventilation in a home, or we have some kind of pollutant entering the home, or it's generated inside the home and we're not getting rid of it, whatever. On the other hand, energy efficiency is around trying to minimize the amount of energy that it takes to keep a building, operating effectively. And one of the best ways to get a building to be energy efficient is to tighten up the envelope so it's not leaking all that conditioned air. Well, if you tighten up a building, then now you have a responsibility to make sure there's good fresh air ventilation coursing through the building, just like, our lungs. Indoor air quality can be bad in an energy efficient building if you haven't done the job of properly ventilating the buildings. Now we are starting to get into the area where we're figuring out how to improve the ventilation systems and to measure their performance, etc. And we're moving towards what we call smart ventilation. It's kind of a colloquial term, but it means can we ventilate more or less depending on the needs, etc. It's going to be a really big deal in terms of reducing the amount of pollutants inside homes. We are, of course, realizing that we need to improve the indoor air quality as we improve the efficiency of an existing home. And that's not easy. It might not have a ventilation system, which might require, cutting some holes in the walls and installing ducts and things like that. And we're looking for cheaper, more foolproof systems that can deliver fresh air into buildings and do it without a hefty price tag. So that's where we're going. Healthy, efficient home is a term that we use sometimes to describe new homes these days that are built with a set of comprehensive specifications that minimize the risk of having indoor air quality problems. And it's probably only in the last 10 years that we've had homes that can meet a comprehensive set of specifications. We can make a home with perfectly good indoor air quality. It's when people move in that it starts to have problems. It's a combination of building the home to have good indoor air quality protections and then education of the home buyers and homeowners and occupants to make sure that they don't do polluting things inside their houses.